What's going on, everybody? So, as promised, I'm still going to talk about new movies, but the direction is going to change a little bit. And it's not necessarily going to be every film that you might want to hear me talk about. It's not necessarily going to be every big movie that's out. And I'm not just going to review a movie that's out just because I'll get hits. The goal for me now is to talk about movies that not only I want to see, but movies that I think you should support. Movies that could easily be overshadowed by other things that are out in the weekend. And there's enough people talking about those movies already. So let's talk about two films that I saw this week that I thought were excellent, starting with Josee, the Tiger, and the Fish. This film follows a university student and Josee, a young girl who's a wheelchair user who's rarely gone out of the house by herself. The two of them meet by accident, and he eventually becomes her caretaker, much to her dismay. And his, because she's really hard to deal with. She has reason to be upset, but she likes to take things out on him quite a bit. And her grandmother isn't helping anything by constantly keeping her inside the house. She has this incredible fear of a million different things that could happen to her or go wrong. And so Josee doesn't have a lot of life experience, even though she likes to say she does. The film reminded me most of A Silent Voice, which was a wonderful anime film, and I think this movie has the potential to become as popular as that movie. This was really, really good and beautifully animated. Seeing it on a big screen was an experience I'm not going to soon forget. Anime loves to be very melodramatic. Everything gets very exaggerated. These films can be very sappy sometimes, and the movie definitely walks that line very carefully. It kind of felt like the best of both worlds of A Silent Voice and Your Name, but with surprisingly well-rounded characters, especially on Josee's part, because the film has a lot of opportunities to portray her as a weak person or someone in need of constant help or care. And the film is very, very careful about not portraying her in that way. In fact, she's fully capable of doing everything that she needs to do in life. But him being there kind of opens up her world as they start to sneak out and go to places like the library, and she starts to learn about how things work, and you uncover facets of her artistry and how much she wants to be an artist. The movie is extremely sweet. It's really well acted. I did see the English dub, and the performances were super strong. And it goes a little beyond your average romance anime film in that it's not just about the romance and will they or will they not get together. It's also about allowing yourself to be creative and jumping into the deep end of creativity when you're surrounded by people who don't expect you to have any talent or don't allow you to use your talents. And without getting into any spoilers, there's a really great message when it comes to assuming that you have your life figured out, and sometimes you can be thrown a curveball. And I think it's when you're offered those choices in life that you truly show who you are as a person. This movie was really, really good, and if you get a chance to see it, I think you should. I also saw the film Pig, starring Nicolas Cage, also known as a deity. The beautiful, beautiful man. He is amazing in this movie. So this movie is about a truffle hunter and his beloved foraging pig who is kidnapped. He goes out looking for this pig and starts a journey that leads to some unexpected revelations. There's a way this movie could have gone. This easily could have been the John Wick of pigs. Nicolas Cage could go out and just brutally fucking murder a bunch of people who stole this beloved pig from him. But the film is strangely and very uniquely anti-revenge, and it shows very surprising, emotionally effective ways of how one might deal with a situation like this. When you expect him to just bust into a room and start beating the shit out of people, he does things that don't necessarily make sense in the moment, but as you begin to peel away the layers of the story, there's a lot to uncover in this movie. It feels very simple on the surface, and Cage's character is a man of few words, but he has quite a bit going on. And the amount of depth and emotion to his character and Alex Wolff's character is one of the reasons the film stood out to me so much. It's also immaculately shot, especially for a first-timer. This is an insanely confident debut with amazing cinematography. The entire movie just looks fucking great. And I love that Nicolas Cage is in the middle of this resurgence with films like Mandy, Color Out of Space. I really enjoyed Willy's Wonderland, and this film is probably his best performance since Joe. He's super strong in this movie and incredibly understated. So understated that at times it doesn't even feel like a performance. It's obvious why Cage is a superstar. He's just fucking phenomenal, and if you give him the right role, he's really gonna shine. And Pig is a unique movie that probably won't impress everyone because if you go into the movie expecting it to be about a guy who is just getting revenge on people who kidnapped his pig, that's really not what the film is about. Not even close. It has an unexpected dive into the underbelly of culinary arts and some of the not so great goings on there that could easily have been super cheesy in the wrong hands, but the film is crafted so well. And if you get a chance to see Pig, I really think you should. If not for anything, Nicolas Cage, amazing in the film. Those are two films I saw this week that I really think you guys should go out and see if you get a chance. Thank you so much, as always, for watching, but I also want to give a big thanks to the sponsor for this video, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community where millions come together to take the next step in their creative journey, with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, creative writing, marketing, and a whole lot more. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads. And they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow your creativity wherever it takes you. You can explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Some top Skillshare classes I would highly recommend are portrait photography, shoot and edit Instagram-worthy shots, taught by Jessica Kobisi, as well as productivity for creatives, build a system that brings out your best, taught by Thomas Frank. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description below will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity today. Thank you as always to Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and thank you guys for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.